Which side is the flat iron and which side is the wand? Can you guys tell the difference? Hey everyone, it's Ariel. Welcome back to another video, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. For today's video, I'm going to be curling my hair with a flat iron on one side and a wand on the other side. So these tools both obviously can create curls, but they each kind of give a slightly different result. Even if you're going for kind of a similar look, the tool you use can make a difference. So today I'm just going to split my hair in half and curl my hair on each side using both of these tools, just so you guys can see the difference. So I'm kind of going for like a beachy, like soft curl look, and generally a wand tends to be better for that because a wand is made to be used where you leave a lot of the end out, which gives you that nice beachy loose wave, whereas a flat iron, it's obviously made to straighten hair, but when you use it to curl, it's a little bit harder to keep that end straight, so it just gives you a little bit of a different result. I feel like a flat iron tends to give you more of like a soft, bouncy, kind of like feminine curl, whereas the wand tends to give you more of that beachy, like effortless, kind of messier curl. So yeah, let's turn these on and get started. I actually don't remember the last time I curled my hair with a wand, so we'll see if I still remember how. This wand I'm using is by Hot Tools. I don't even know where I've got this, but I've had it for a long time. I'm using it around the 390, 400 mark. I don't want it to be too hot because my hair is already straight and it's naturally curly, so I don't want to cause a lot of heat damage, but I also want it to be hot enough that it can actually hold a curl. I'm gonna use it around there. And then my flat iron, this is my Paul Mitchell Neuro flat iron that I use all the time. I will link it in the description as well as the wand if I can find it. Hopefully I can. And then my flat iron I'm choosing at 380. It's usually a good temperature to use since my hair is already straight. Again, same kind of deal. I want it to be hot enough that it curls, but not so hot that it damages my hair. I have those heating up now. And in the meantime, I'm gonna put a little bit of argan oil on my hair just to give it a bit of moisture before I start curling. Just a few pumps. And then I'm just gonna detangle my hair with my disgustingly dirty wet brush. I don't know how this is always so dirty, but wet brush. I am definitely gonna get a new one of these because it's like, it has so many bristles that have come out, and it's just old. It needs to be replaced. But I'm gonna use this to detangle my hair, just get out any knots that might be in there. Okay, now I'm going to take a comb. This is just a rat tail comb. I'll leave this in the, all these products will be linked in the description with the tools, so check that out if you're interested in anything I'm using. But I'm just gonna section my hair down the middle. I'm gonna be using a different tool on each side, so I want it to be, of course, equal. So just do a middle part, just go all the way to the back. And I'm just going to section this side away. Okay, so now I'm gonna start on the side. I want to take a section from the bottom because I always like to start at the bottom whenever I am styling, whether it's curling or straightening. I'm gonna split this into two sections. I want each section to be kind of the same size as the tool I'm using, so kind of an inch, I guess, in diameter. They're each around the same size. This is a 1-inch wand and my flat iron is 1 inch as well, so it should be pretty fair. So yeah, about a 1-inch section, and I'm gonna do my flat iron on this side. I do already have a tutorial on how you can curl your hair with a flat iron. So if you want to see like in depth how I'm doing what I'm doing here, check out that video. I will leave it linked here as well as in the description. I'm just creating kind of a soft curl, and I want the ends to be more on the straight side too, because I'm trying to get that soft curl, like I said. Moving up. Even though I do have that video, I will just give like a little quick tutorial, I guess, on what I'm doing. So I'm going like about 1 inch from the root, clamping down, and then immediately twisting and then pulling almost all the way to the end, but I want to leave a little bit of that end out to keep it more on the straight side. So I'll do that same thing again, about an inch section, about an inch from the root. Start twirling immediately and then leave that end out, and then I kind of reinforce it with my finger. This is the last one. Twirl. I do like one circle, pull it out, and then reinforce with my finger. And I always kind of like to rip up the end. I'm not sure if that does anything, but that's what I do. So I'm just gonna do that same thing all the way up. I think probably 2 more sections. Good. Do you guys like to curl your hair with a flat iron or a wand? Let me know in the comments, because I know a flat iron can be kind of trickier to use if you're kind of new to that. Once you get the hang of it, I actually prefer using a flat iron. I honestly, when I worked in the salon, I pretty much never used a wand unless somebody actually asked for that, just because I personally like using a flat iron better. So that's also the reason why I haven't used a wand on my hair in so long, because I just prefer the flat iron. I find it easier to use and I just like the results better too, but let me know what you guys prefer. Another thing I wanted to mention is that I'm alternating directions, so I'm not doing them all the same direction because I don't want them to clump together too much. So like right there, I did one going towards my face, and then most of them I do away from my face because that's usually the most flattering. But I am kind of alternating the sections a little bit. Okay, so that side is done, flat iron side is done. Now I'm gonna do the wand side. So same thing, I'm taking about an inch size section from the bottom, and that is where I will start. It's gonna be hard to show you guys this because the mirror's over there, but you guys are here. We'll see how this works. Okay, so splitting this one in half. This is also the thinner side of my head, so these might be slightly smaller, but that's okay. So I'm gonna start with this one. I'm gonna face, okay, so I'm gonna make sure the wand is facing downwards. Okay, what is going on with this called? Okay, so facing the wand downwards, I'm gonna go behind the hair strand, and then I'm gonna wrap it, trying not to burn myself. So it looks like it basically only wraps once because my hair is kind of short. Just leave it for a few seconds and then let it go. And there you can see my little curl. So I do the same thing on this section. Again, I want most of them going away from my face, so that is what I'm gonna do. There we go. Okay, moving on. So again, putting it behind, about an inch away from the root, again, same as the flat iron side. And then I'm just starting to wrap. So basically the hand holding the iron is staying still. The only thing moving is my hand that's holding the hair, so that I can wrap it around the barrel. And then I'm just holding that end, probably about an inch of end is left straight, and there we go. I'm actually really liking this result, I have to say. Maybe I'm gonna start doing this more. Okay, now this one I'm gonna do towards my face to keep it kind of separated. So same thing, I'm just going in the opposite direction and I'm putting my iron in front of the hair. Go. One more section here, I'll do it away from my face. I always do the front piece away from the face, just because that is always the most flattering, to have the pieces right next to your face going away. I am liking this. I'm starting to think the wand might be my new best friend. But you can already see how this side is a lot more like relaxed, and like it's still curled, but it's more of that like beachy wave, whereas this is more of like a soft, kind of bouncy curl. You can already see that difference. Like look at the length difference. This side is way shorter. Okay, keep going. This one I'm gonna do towards my face, so barrel in front, and then twirl towards myself, leaving bring that end out. Last section. So the bangs are always tricky with a wand. Like, especially if you have shorter bangs, because it's just hard to get that angle in there. Like, I would probably, if I was not doing this test, I would just do the bangs with the flat iron. But since we are doing the test, we are comparing the two, I am going to do my best with the wand. Okay. I think we did it. I'm not gonna leave it like this, but you can already see the difference. Like, this side is a lot more relaxed. It's a lot more of a loose curl, whereas this side is a lot more bouncy and like kind of more of a soft curl, whereas this is more a wave in my opinion. But I am gonna comb through these a little bit to kind of finish the look. So I'm just gonna I'm actually gonna let this side set a little bit more, because that's what I did with this side. This side has basically been setting the whole time I've been doing this side. So I'm gonna just take my wide tooth comb and I'm going to gently comb through this side and break up those curls. This is how you get the really like effortless curl. Just kind of loosen those curls up ever so slightly. I'm just gonna kind of run my fingers through, break it up some more. And then this is what I also love about using the flat iron. Once you are done curling and you've broken it up, if pieces are not sitting quite right, you can always go through and like straighten them a little bit. So like if you have pieces that got a little bit too curly, you can straighten them out, because it's kind of like a 2-in-1 tool. Okay, I think that is good for the flat iron side. While this side is still setting, I'm gonna show you guys a little trick I always like to do after I curl my hair. Well, not always, but sometimes. Using dry shampoo. This is my favorite one by Aveda. This is the Shampure dry shampoo. Looks like that. So you just give it a little shake first, and then kind of go in and really lightly, because it can come out all at once. You don't want like the big white spots, and you don't want clumps of this in your hair, but just kind of lifting through it and lightly putting some dry shampoo in there. This will just help to give it a little bit more volume and body. And it's kind of like, instead of using hairspray and getting it all like sticky, you just get, makes you cough by the way. But yeah, you don't get the stickiness of the hairspray, but you still get a little extra hold and volume. So that is my favorite thing to use after curling. I usually don't do it because my hair, I like to leave my hair for like a week after curling it, so I don't want to like load it up with a lot of product. My hair's already been straight for like 6 days, so I'm not worried today. So there we go, that side's done. Now I think this side has had enough time to set, so I'm gonna first run my fingers through, because I don't know how much I want to rough up these curls. It is a lot looser than the other side, so let's just break it up with our fingers first. Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to comb through that side, because that already looks good. That's just with breaking it up with my fingers. I'll do the same dry shampoo trick, and then I will show you what it looks like after. Okay, I think that is done. This side definitely looks longer because it's not as curled, but I actually really do like this side. Look out, flat iron. So yeah, by the way, look at the difference. Like this side, it has so much more volume now with that dry shampoo. But okay, I think that is the finished look. So this side is the wand, this side is the flat iron. Which one do you guys like better? Let me know. I like both, I really do. The flat iron side is a little bit more girly and like bouncy, and kind of like better for if you're going somewhere fancier, if you're trying to be a little bit more dressy. But the downside with this side is that it never really turns out exactly the same. So you don't really know like how it's gonna look until it's done. And you can go back in and like fix some pieces, but yeah, it just always seems to turn out a little bit different. Not that that's really a bad thing, but it is a factor. And then with this side, I feel like you're way more likely to get the exact same result because it really just is wrapping it around. So unless you're doing like crazy different angles, you're pretty much gonna get the same result every time, which is kind of nice. But it's definitely not as fancy looking. It's a lot more like effortless, beachy looking. So I like this one a lot too. I can't pick a favorite, but now you guys can see the difference of flat iron curls versus wand curls. Hopefully you liked this little video. Hopefully you found it helpful in some way, or you just found it fun to watch or interesting to watch. If you did like the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Instagram at @stylebyariel_. Also check out my blog, it's stylebyariel.com. I leave that all linked in the description, as well as all the products and tools that I used today. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.